Sideline.
It's grind time. Yeah, we on the sideline.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Week 12 edition of Sideline 2025. No games this week. The playoffs kick off next week, but we've got a great show for you tonight. We've got three of the most talented high school football players here on our First Coast in the state and the nation joining us live. One of the stars on tonight's show is joining us as he makes his way to Miami, Mr. Do-It-All and St. Augustine Yellow Jacket star wide receiver Samario Wingo. He'll be at the Miami-Syracuse game tomorrow ahead of that ACC matchup. He's here with us. Then up in the WIC, we've got the two-sport star, Heze Kent. Heze's a baller on the basketball court. He's a beast on the football field. Heze, as you know, committed to the Florida Gators not that long ago, but will that change now that Billy Napier has been shown the door? That's one of the many topics we'll discuss. But we'll start right here in Jacksonville with this man, Reigns quarterback TJ Cole, a QB who has basically won every award that you could possibly locally. He also holds so many Reigns passing records. TJ, so good to see you tonight, my friend.
What's good, my guy? What's good?
All right. It is one thing to have an outstanding season your first year playing for the Vikings, but to come back and do it again, how are you able to stay so locked in under so much pressure and basically repeat what you did a year ago?
Yeah, just being the leader that I am, last season it was great for us, threw for 43 touchdowns and a lot of yards. So just coming back, doing it again with the teammates and the coaches that I have, being under the system that we was in last year, in the same system, just coming in knowing everything that I knew last year, everything that I've grown to know this year, over this offseason and this spring, and just staying in the playbook, learning my protections, and just being able to find my playmakers and get them the ball. So, them guys, they helped me out a lot. So it's just a blessing and an honor just to have them guys and to do it back-to-back years. It's crazy.
Looking at some of your stats here, 9-0 as a starter. You've never lost a game as the starter as a Viking. 29 passing touchdowns this year, 1,957 yards through the air, 341 on the ground, 2 interceptions. Jaguars Foundation Week 10 Player of the Week. You're the all-time Reigns passing TD leader with 72. Okay, I know your team has not lost a regular season game since you've been the guys I said. Knowing the goal is to win the state title, after losing in the state championship game a year ago, what has been the key to this year's team not looking ahead?
Just staying in the moment. All practice and all our practices have been dominant. It's been amazing, and just staying in the moment. We want to take it one game at a time, 1 week at a time. So just having that mindset with our defense and our offense and our coaches just sticking together through all the trials and tribulations that we had this season with all the bye weeks. So we just want to keep everything the main thing, and keep everything that's right there in front of us. So, just taking it one game at a time and 1 week at a time.
Much attention has been paid to you guys on the offensive side of the ball, but your defense is outstanding as well, led by defensive lineman Jatarius Brown. What makes Jatarius such an outstanding lineman?
Man, just the leadership he have. He's been in the system for 2 years now as well. So, he got guys that help him out as well. You got Troy Butler out there. Cameron Washington, you got a lot of guys on that D-line that can make plays, but sometimes the focus go onto other guys, and when you get that matchup, that one-on-one matchup, he taking full advantage of it. So just having him, guys like him, Troy Butler, and those type of guys to win a one-on-one matchup and be as dominant as they've been this season, it's amazing. And then you got Tony Williams, and then the secondary. Our secondary has been amazing. So just having those guys behind G and behind Troy, all of them guys, it's a crazy defense. I see them every day, so I know what they can do on Friday nights because I see it Monday through Wednesday.
All right, we'll wrap up with this. The playoff run starts next week at the Graveyard against Baker County. What has Coach Donovan Maslin's message been to the team this week?
Just play Reigns football. No matter who the opponent is, we have to go out there and play Reigns football. We hear almost every weekend. I know y'all hear almost every weekend, no matter who the opponent is. We just got to go out there and play Reigns dominant football offensively, defensively, and special teams. So we want to come out there play fast, play physical, play discipline, and just enforce our will on the offensive side and the defensive side.
All right, TJ Cole, one of the finest quarterbacks here on our First Coast. Thank you for joining me tonight, my friend. The Vikings will begin their chase for a state championship beginning next Friday night at the Graveyard. The Vikings will face Baker County, the Wildcats, in the opening round, and kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. Now let's take you, my friends, to the WIC, Brunswick that is, and to a guy who is a two-sport specialist, Heze Kent. Heze, as you know, committed to Florida not that long ago. Heze, it's so good to see you tonight, my guy.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. All right, last time I saw you up in the WIC, as I said, you were making your commitment to the University of Florida. We'll talk about that in just a second. There we go. Your team finished 8-2. Explain to me what has been really the story for this year's team from your perspective.
The story for this year's team, in my perspective, has been, you know, we got a young team. We got a bunch of juniors, a bunch of sophomores starting for us right now. We graduate in like 8 seniors. So, you know, our message is to the guys is, you know, we got everybody else coming back, but can you help the seniors do what they got to do this year and, you know, make it run in the playoffs?
You guys have always had a good regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, just something about the Pirates not being able to finish the mission. Why haven't your team's success in the regular season carried over to the postseason in past years?
It felt like everybody has, you know, just been complacent with the first round or the second round. Everybody has just been, you know, I guess ready to go home. But this year, this team is different. This year, we're ready for everything. We're ready for what's getting thrown at us, and you know, taking it one game at a time.
I could not have you on the show tonight and not get your perspective on the Florida Gators search for the next head coach. One, what was your relationship like with Billy Napier, and also give your thoughts on the university's decision to fire him?
My relationship with Coach Napier was great actually. We had a good relationship. We talked, you know, like 2-3 times out of a week, you know, just to check in, see how I was doing, and then, you know, the decision on them firing them, you know, it hurt me a little bit because he took a chance on me. I thank him for that, and I love him for that. But you know, sometimes you just got to do what's best for it all.
And are you still committed to Florida?
Yes, sir, I am right now.
All right, right now, the operative word. I got you. All right, this week you've got our top player of the week from the Sideline 2025. Last week against South Effingham, you had a spectacular touchdown catch in the corner of the end zone over the defender. Walk me back through that TD.
Oh, that TD right there, it was just I told my coach, I said I need to come back. You know, I need to have because this season I've been battling with injuries. I sprained my ankle and I've been playing on that for, you know, all season. Then one game I ended up spraining my AC joint in my shoulder. So I just been battling injuries back, like left or right. So I told him before the play, I said, hey, just give me one, let me go up and get it. They threw it to me, and then I seen the ball go up. I was like, I can't miss this opportunity. And, you know, I just came down with it.
Heze Kent, one of the top stars on our First Coast, two-way star. He can ball on the basketball court, and he can ball on the gridiron. Thank you for allowing us to come into your home and joining us live tonight, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
All right. One of the stars, top stars on our First Coast. He's making his way to Miami. Mr. Do-It-All, St. Augustine wideout, Samarian Wingo. Here we're going to talk to him live when you come on back.